Finland, the land of saunas and heavy metal, is changing its tune on family reunification. Starting November 1st, new rules make it harder for some foreign workers to bring their loved ones to Finland. These stricter regulations primarily impact lower-income earners, including those in critical sectors like healthcare. Imagine working hard to build a new life, only to be separated from the people you love most. That's the harsh reality many now face in Finland. Practical nurses are among the hardest hit by these new rules. Often recruited from abroad to fill staffing shortages, they provide essential care to Finland's aging population. These nurses often come from countries like the Philippines, seeking better opportunities for themselves and their families. But with the new regulations, the dream of a shared future in Finland is slipping away for many. The Finnish government argues that these measures are necessary to control immigration and protect social welfare. However, critics say they are creating a two-tiered system that undermines the very workers Finland needs. Race Ann Mayo, a Filipino practical nurse, moved to Finland in 2022, leaving her husband and 2 young children behind. She had dreams of a brighter future, not just for herself, but for her entire family. The decision to move was not easy, but she believed it was the best way to provide a better life for her loved ones. She hoped to bring them over once she settled and earned enough to meet the income requirement. Every day she worked tirelessly, often taking extra shifts to save more money. Her thoughts were always with her family, and she eagerly awaited the day they could be reunited. However, the new rules have dashed those hopes. The government introduced stricter immigration policies, making it harder for foreign workers to bring their families. The news came as a devastating blow to Mayo, who had already sacrificed so much. The minimum income threshold has been raised, making it nearly impossible for her to reunite with her family. Despite her best efforts, the new financial requirements are beyond her reach. She finds herself constantly worrying about how she will ever meet these demands. "It's heartbreaking," says Mayo, her voice cracking with emotion. She often speaks to her children over the phone, trying to reassure them that they will be together soon, even though she herself is filled with doubt and fear. "I came here to build a better life for my children, but now I fear we'll be torn apart." The thought of not being able to see her children grow up, of missing out on their milestones, is a constant source of pain for her. Her story is not unique. Many other foreign workers in Finland are facing similar challenges. They too left their home countries with hopes and dreams, only to find themselves trapped by new regulations. Countless other foreign workers in Finland are facing the same agonizing dilemma. They are caught in a web of bureaucracy, struggling to navigate the complex and ever-changing immigration laws. For many, the dream of a better life remains just out of reach, as they continue to fight for the chance to be with their families once more. Under the previous regulations, the minimum income requirement for family reunification was around €1,700 per month. This amount was already a challenge for many families, especially those in lower-paying jobs. It required careful budgeting and financial planning to meet the threshold. This threshold has now increased to €2,074 per month. This change reflects the rising cost of living and inflation, but it also places additional pressure on families trying to reunite. While this may seem like a moderate increase, it represents a significant hurdle for low-income earners like practical nurses. These individuals often work long hours and provide essential services, yet their compensation does not always reflect the importance of their work. Many of them earn salaries close to the previous threshold. With the new requirement, they find themselves struggling even more to meet the financial criteria. This situation forces them to make difficult decisions about their future and their families. The new requirement effectively prices them out of bringing their families to Finland. The emotional toll of being separated from loved ones is immense, and it can affect their mental health and job performance. Furthermore, the income requirement applies to the sponsoring worker's salary alone. This means that even if the spouse or partner has a job offer in Finland, their income is not considered in the application process. The income of the spouse or partner is not taken into account, even if they also have a job offer in Finland. This policy can be particularly challenging for dual-income families who rely on both salaries to make ends meet. It creates an additional barrier for families who are already facing financial difficulties and trying to build a better life together. Section 5. Inside the Finnish government's mindset. The Finnish government justifies the stricter rules as a way to ensure that newcomers can financially support themselves and their families without burdening the social welfare system. They argue that the higher income requirement reflects the rising cost of living in Finland. Furthermore, the government emphasizes the need to strike a balance between attracting needed workers and preserving social cohesion. They claim that uncontrolled immigration could strain public services and exacerbate social tensions. Section 6. Recruitment agencies cry foul. Recruitment agencies, which play a crucial role in bringing foreign workers to Finland, have expressed concerns about the new regulations. They argue that the stricter rules will deter skilled workers from choosing Finland, exacerbating labour shortages in key sectors. These changes send the wrong message, says a spokesperson for a leading healthcare recruitment agency. They make Finland appear unwelcoming to foreign talent. Agencies also point out the potential negative impact on integration. Families separated by bureaucratic hurdles are less likely to put down roots and fully integrate into Finnish society. Section 7. A global workforce in limbo. The situation in Finland reflects a broader trend across Europe. As countries grapple with the challenges of immigration, many are tightening their rules for family reunification. This trend raises complex questions about the rights of migrant workers and the future of global labour mobility. On the one hand, governments have a responsibility to manage immigration and protect their citizens' interests. On the other hand, overly restrictive policies can have unintended consequences, harming both individual lives and the economy as a whole. Section 8. The human cost of stricter immigration. The debate over family reunification often revolves around economic arguments and statistics. However, it's crucial to remember the human cost of these policies. Families separated by bureaucratic hurdles endure immense emotional strain. Children grow up without one or both parents, missing out on crucial years of development and bonding. The social and psychological consequences of such separation can be long-lasting and devastating. Section 9. Can Finland balance control and compassion? Finland faces the challenge of reconciling its need for foreign workers with its desire to control immigration. Finding the right balance is crucial for the country's future prosperity and social fabric. One potential solution could be to introduce more flexible criteria for family reunification. For example, allowing the income of the spouse or partner to be considered would make it easier for families to reunite. Section 10. A Nordic Paradox: openness meets restriction. Finland prides itself on its Nordic values of openness, equality and social justice. These values are deeply embedded in the Finnish way of life, influencing everything from healthcare to education and even the social services that support the well-being of its citizens. Yet, the stricter family reunification rules seem at odds with these principles. These rules, which have been tightened over the years, make it increasingly difficult for immigrants to bring their families to Finland. This creates a paradox where the nation's commitment to openness and equality is challenged by its own policies. By making it harder for foreign workers to build a life with their loved ones, Finland risks creating a system that perpetuates inequality and undermines its own values. The emotional toll on families separated by these policies is immense, leading to feelings of isolation and frustration. This separation not only affects the individuals but also has broader social implications, potentially leading to a less cohesive society. As Finland navigates the complexities of immigration, it must strive to find solutions that uphold both its economic interests and its commitment to human rights and family unity. Policymakers are faced with the challenge of balancing the need for a controlled immigration system with the moral imperative to keep families together. This ongoing debate is crucial for the future of Finland's social fabric. Otherwise, the land of 1,000 lakes may become known for 1,000 broken families. The beauty of Finland's natural landscapes stands in stark contrast to the emotional landscapes of those affected by these policies. It is a poignant reminder that the true measure of a nation's values is how it treats its most vulnerable members. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, comment and share. Again, my name is Just Prince. See you on my next vlog.